The nation is uneasy tonight as politically charged bombs are sent to politicians and celebrities.
We talk with authorities from Los Angeles and here on campus to learn how we're protected. See It Live starts now. Post offices and delivery businesses are on alert after several bomb threats. Good evening, I'm Charlotte Scott.
And I'm JP DeBoo. Bomb packages were sent to the offices of or homes of 10 Democratic politicians and celebrities in what the FBI is calling an act of terrorism.
Investigators have traced the source of the packages to the U.S. Postal facility in Opa-locka, Florida. No new packages have been discovered by federal officials within the last 8 hours. The FBI is continuing to treat all 10 packages as live devices. Packages with makeshift pipe bombs were sent to former President Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, philanthropist George Soros, as well as former Vice President Joe Biden, former CIA Director John Brennan, former Attorney General Eric Holder, and actor Robert De Niro.
President Donald Trump took to Twitter today saying that a very big part of the anger we see today in our society is caused by fake news. Yesterday, he called the bomb threats a bipartisan issue.
We will spare no resources or expense in this effort. And I just want to tell you that in these times, we have to unify. We have to come together and send one very clear, strong, unmistakable message that acts or threats of political violence of any kind have no place in the United States of America.
The FBI tweeted today that it's working with federal, state, and local partners in this investigation. Their coordinated effort will continue until the investigation is finished. The FBI's press release from October 24th said, the packages, which are all similar in appearance and contain potentially destructive devices, are being sent to analysis at the FBI laboratory in Quantico, Virginia. The press release also described the packages. They were mailed in manila envelopes with a bubble wrap interior. They had computer-printed address labels, 6 stamps, and a return address of Debbie Wasserman Schultz in Florida. Congresswoman Maxine Waters received 2 suspicious packages at 2 different locations. She responded late yesterday to the threats. Our reporter Jessica Flores has more from the South LA mailing facility.
This U.S. Post Office in South LA received a suspicious package addressed to Representative Maxine Waters. In a recent interview with Blavity media outlet, Waters responded yesterday to the threats.
I don't know whether the bombs are real or not, but we should not crawl under the bed, close the doors, not go out, be afraid to go to rallies, whatever. We have to keep doing what we're doing in order to make this country right. That's what I intend to do. And as the young people said, I ain't scared.
Postal employees leaving last night told Annenberg Media they were never evacuated. They said the fire alarm went off and they had to leave the building for 10 to 15 minutes. Employees were upset after they had to go back to work.
I kept hearing when I came on my last break, the sirens came through, bomb. You know, I seen bomb squad on the side. I'm going to come back to work tomorrow, yes ma'am, but I don't feel safe, you know, until they publicize where these bombs at and all of that.
We're a little bit upset that we didn't get evacuated, you know, because we felt that they'd go, you know, you see all the litter carrier trucks, they're all away from where the bomb supposedly was, but we felt they cared more about the equipment than us.
Employees went back to work today and were told not to give interviews to any media. Stasia Crane, the public information officer for the United States Inspection Service, told me that it is too sensitive right now to speak about what happened last night. The LAPD turned the package over to the FBI for further investigation. The Postal Inspection Service released a statement saying they strive to provide a safe and secure mail system to ensure a safe environment for their employees and customers. For Annenberg Media, I'm Jessica Flores.
Amid the suspicious package deliveries, some people are thinking about safety procedures at places like UPS and FedEx. Our reporter Brooke Thames has more.
With national security agencies on high alert for dangerous packages, everyday customers are left to consider the safety practices of shippers like FedEx, UPS, and Amazon. Here at the USC Village, students and local residents aren't too concerned about receiving suspicious packages.
I feel safe about my own personal packages. I think the greater threat is people who are in public figures, or who are public figures, especially those who are being wrongfully attacked in the media about whatever their political leanings are.
If I probably overthought it, I might say, oh yeah, I'm supposed that there's some kind of danger to that, but my everyday life is not something that occurs to me at all.
I usually feel safe about it, and I'm like, well, I'm just a normal person, like who would send me a bomb?
When a suspicious package is reported, UPS says it uses its tracking system to see who sent the package. Amazon also says that customers concerned about a package can contact the company to verify the tracking number and see where the package came from. Customers can also choose to send packages back to Amazon, and UPS will investigate packages if the shipper's information isn't recorded in the tracking system. For Annenberg Media, I'm Brooke Timms.
The LAPD bomb squad responds to about 900 calls a year, and 35% of the calls involve explosive materials or dangerous fireworks. 65% of the calls are false alarms. The bomb squad is comprised of 14 full-time officers and 2 more on reserve.
Every day, thousands of packages from around the world are sent to USC students.
Reporter Sylvie Sparks is at the USC Mail Stop with more on the campus here on campus.
Thanks, Charlotte and JP. I'm here at the USC Mail Stop. Now here you can do anything you would normally do at the post office. Students, faculty, staff, and the public can ship and receive letters and packages. If you own a P.O. box, that's how you can receive letters and packages here at the Mail Stop. Once packages get to USC mailing services, they are processed by a staff of about 10 to 12 people. Packages aren't scanned, randomly searched, opened, anything. Employees sort them by address and send them to USC housing. The director says that no suspicious packages have been found in the 2.5 years that she has worked there.
We pick up all of our packages from the South LA facility, and we bring all packages here to our distribution warehouse. And our distribution warehouse isn't exactly on campus, we're on the other side of the freeway. And from there, we process it, we give it more of a chain of custody, and then from there, we deliver it to the dorms. And it's basically at the CSC, which are their customer service centers. So we take it, our chain of custody is from the post office, we process it, and then we hand it off to housing.
The USC mailing services and DPS websites explain the qualities of a suspicious package. Oily stains, wrinkled packaging, excessive tape or stamps, smell, unfamiliar return addresses, and protruding wires are a few things to look for. After deciding if a package is suspicious, DPS says to isolate it.
First thing a student should do is get away from the package and make sure that other people in the area are evacuated. Move a reasonable distance away. What's a reasonable distance? Some say with a minor explosive, 75 feet. So it can be even bigger. Then your first call is to DPS. We're going to respond, evaluate the situation, probably reinforce that perimeter boundary and move people away. If we think, yes, we think this is something, then we're going to call the LAPD.
All of the suspicious packages received so far have been addressed to critics of President Trump. Our reporter Susie Placencia has more on the views of on-campus political organizations.
Members of 2 USC political organizations say that while no suspicious packages caused any harm, both Democrats and Republicans need to condemn the actions.
Terrorism in general is a very political action. I think it is literally violence for political ends. So we need to think of, why are people doing these things? How do we prevent this kind of behavior? And what do we do to stop it?
I think it should be politicized in the sense that we need to make it clear that it's not okay to do this as an act of political violence. But I don't think the Democrats should go into the midterms saying they tried to bomb us. Because one, I'm not sure if they did try to bomb us. And two, I don't think that's a winning message. But yeah, politicized in the sense that this should be not considered acceptable.
Many people took to social media to express their thoughts on the issue. The hashtag MAGA bombers is trending on Twitter. The hashtag is being used by people who believe the bombs are conspiracy from the left wing. One person says the MAGA bomber is trying to kill Donald Trump's behalf. This is the America this president wants. Another says the president of the United States has incited violence and domestic terrorism. I never imagined I'd ever say that. And this person says, yesterday CNN had a bomb sent to them. Yesterday, Trump said we have to come together. Not even 24 hours later, he's calling them fake news. Gee, wonder what the MAGA bomber gets his inspiration from. And others expressed the situation as a false flag, with one person saying, looking more and more like the devices were inoperable, which to me indicates a stunt from the left more than an actual attack from the right. Another says the Democrats are so desperate to win, they'll peddle fake news and fake bombs to distract from being the party of mobs, not jobs. The radical left is using MAGA bombs to try to stop the real fear of an explosive Republican win on November 6th.
Pipe bombs are homemade explosives held inside a metal or plastic water pipe. According to the Guardian online news site, X-rays of the bombs that were leaked to the media suggest that some of the bombs sent to the targeted Democrats may contain glass and gunpowder. According to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, in addition to glass and gunpowder, other pipe bombs may include pieces of metal, wires, and other materials that are easily accessible.
This is not the first time attacks have been attempted by mail. While the 2001 anthrax attacks may be the only thing that comes to mind, criminals have historically weaponized the U.S. mail systems. In 1919, 36 bombs were sent through the mail to political figures. Most were intercepted by the USPS, and no one was hurt. In 1936, someone sent a bomb through the mail hidden in a cigar box, killing 2 people. President Truman was the target of a series of letter bombs in 1942, which were caught and defused by the Secret Service. Between 1975 and 1996, the Unabomber sent a string of mail bombs that killed 3 people and injured 23. The 2001 anthrax attacks targeted politicians and news outlets, much like the current attempted attacks. 5 people were killed and 17 became ill.
Thanks for watching See It Live from everyone at Annenberg Media. I'm Charlotte Scott.
And I'm JP DeBoo. You can watch us on the web at uscannenbergmedia.com. Good night.